If you ever thought you needed 100,000 subscribers to make decent revenue off of YouTube, make sure you watch this video through to the end because I created this video today to help you see that that's not necessarily true. I've often mentioned on my channel before how subscribers do not often equate to success on YouTube, and we're going to be chatting specifically about revenue today and how having more subscribers or followers doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be earning more money. For those of you who are new to this channel, hi, my name's Kaylee and I'm a beauty and fashion photographer based near Sydney, Australia. But I'm also a content creator and I started this channel a few years ago to talk about all things social media, content creation, freelancing, and business. So today we're going to be diving into the topic of revenue and how having more subscribers doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be earning more money. For a bit of background, first off, I have two main YouTube channels that I'm currently posting to. The first channel and my main channel that I've been working on over the past 10 years or so is my photography channel, where I do talk about all things photography. I do photography tutorials and I also do Photoshop tutorials mainly. As I mentioned, I've been working on that channel for 10 years now and I have nearly 100,000 subscribers over on that channel. The other channel we're going to be focusing on today is this channel right here. So this is my Kaylee June creative channel, and this is where I talk about all things social media and business and freelancing, as I mentioned earlier in the video, and I have been running this channel for roughly 2 years now. I also only have around 5,000 subscribers on this channel, as opposed to my main channel where I mentioned before I have about 100,000. Now, the really interesting fact that I want you to take away from this video is that I'm actually earning more YouTube revenue on this smaller channel with 5,000 subscribers than I am on my channel that I've had for over 10 years that has nearly 100,000 subscribers. And there's a few reasons why I think that might be, and those reasons I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with in this video. I also want to mention before we get started that the reason I'm doing this video is to really help you feel better about having a smaller community on YouTube or Instagram or wherever you're creating content as a creator. I've mentioned previously, you don't need a lot of subscribers to be making decent income from being a smaller creator, and this video is really supposed to be a testament to that. So we're going to get started with these reasons right now and let's get into it. So one of the reasons I believe that I'm making more YouTube revenue off this particular channel at this point in time versus my other channel is the fact that I have focused less on search terms and SEO this time around with this channel, and I've focused more on titles and also what people want to see. For the longest time with my other channel, I was very focused on search terms, and although that did bring me a level of success focusing on SEO a lot, I think I focused on it way too much as a YouTuber. I think I didn't focus enough on what people wanted to see. I didn't focus on engaging titles or thumbnails either, and I think that really made my channel suffer in the end because so much of it was based on search and really not trying to get the algorithm favoring my videos overall. So unfortunately, just focusing on SEO alone doesn't help you always get your videos recommended by YouTube. What really does help getting your videos recommended by YouTube is engaging titles and thumbnails. And this is something that it's unfortunately taken me a really long time to figure out, and something that I think if you're starting off as a smaller YouTuber, this is something you should be focusing on more so than anything else. My click-through rates on my videos on this channel are much higher than my other channel, and I'm seeing that people are generally more interested in these videos maybe than necessarily they are on my other channel at the moment. It definitely helps that this particular niche that I'm working on this channel is quite a lot broader, I would say, than my other channel. I think the type of audience that I'm reaching with my bigger channel really tends to be a very niche market of photographers, and specifically beauty photographers and retouchers. Whereas this channel, I'm able to reach a lot more different types of creators and people in general. So that definitely helps as well, not niching down too hard. The next reason why I think that I'm earning more money on this channel, and it's a pretty obvious reason, is that I've had one video in particular that did really well in the last couple of months, and YouTube is still recommending that video a lot day to day. So I am getting quite a good view count from that particular video. However, it is interesting because even though I'm getting a very good view count from this particular video and kind of a subpar view count on a daily basis from a lot of my other videos, the view count per day between my channels at the moment is working out around about the same. So in a 48-hour period, my view count for both channels is not too different from one another. So even though roughly I'm getting a very similar view count, I'm still earning quite a bit more revenue from the channel with 5,000 subscribers versus the one with 100,000 subscribers. And there's a few more reasons that I'm going to go into depth as to why that is. So on this channel with 5,000 subscribers, my CPM rate is really rising at the moment, and it's rising quite a bit higher than my other channel. So ever since the beginning of January, my CPM rate has been going up quite a bit, and that has been due to usually around December and early Jan, the CPM rates are pretty low, and RPM rates, which is your cost per mile or your rate per mile. So CPM rates are basically what advertisers are paying to put ads on your channel, and that amount is what it's costing them to do so. RPM is roughly half of that rate, and that's essentially what you're earning per 1,000 views from what the advertisers are actually paying in that CPM. So you're earning roughly half that. So like I mentioned, usually around the end of December, early January, CPM rates and RPM rates are pretty terrible. That's a pretty known fact. But ever since then, my CPM rate has been rising quite high, and it's been seemingly getting to what its average level should be, which is quite a bit higher than my other channel at the moment. So it might just mean that advertisers are paying a little bit more for advertising space on my videos on this channel versus on my other channel. So that's something to really be aware of as a smaller creator. You can actually work with the algorithm and work with those CPM rates to find out what advertisers are actually paying more for, what kind of content they're paying more for, and just be aware of that and see if you can work that to your advantage as a creator on YouTube. Because it can really make a huge difference, CPM rates. For example, if you've got a $30 or $40 CPM rate and cost per 1,000 views that advertisers are paying to put advertisements on your channel, and if they're paying about $40, for example, for a CPM rate versus $11 or $9, that's a really big difference in income that you're going to get per 1,000 views on your videos. So it's definitely something to keep in mind as a smaller creator and see if you can work that to your advantage. In the past, I've heard from other creators that a lot of the time advertisers will pay more for videos that tend to talk about financials or tend to talk about earning money. So those kinds of videos tend to have higher CPM rates overall. The other reason I really believe that my videos are earning more on this channel versus my other channel at the moment is because of the retention rates. So I've definitely had a bit more of a focus on this channel of having more engaging content overall, and I do think that that helps because my retention rates are a lot higher on this channel than they are even on my larger channel. So that's a really good thing to focus on as well as a smaller creator, making sure that your retention rates are kept higher, because the higher your retention rates, the more likely that your audience will be seeing several ads across your content, not just one at the beginning of the video, for example. Making sure that you're keeping your watch time higher as well, so doing longer videos, will give you a better chance as well of people seeing more ads on your videos. So that's something else to keep in mind as a smaller creator. Consider doing some longer form content as well, so you will hopefully be able to raise the amount of revenue you're receiving from YouTube. It's really important as well in the editing process when you're editing your YouTube videos that you're making sure that your content does appear engaging and that it's not too boring. You can really keep track of this by looking at your retention graphs in YouTube Analytics and seeing how people are watching your videos and where there's any really big drop-offs, and you can see how you can kind of attend to that and maybe rectify that for future videos if there's any big dips or drops in viewership. And that's a really good way to make sure that you're keeping track of your viewer retention. So these are just some of the reasons why I feel I'm earning more revenue on this channel with 5,000 subscribers versus my other channel with 100,000 subscribers. And I really hope this fills you with a little bit more hope and a little bit more positive outlook when it comes to your smaller YouTube channel if you have one, and if you've got a smaller community overall. There's definitely ways you can be earning more revenue than larger channels, and it's really just about working the algorithm to your advantage as well, and really looking and doing a lot of trial and error with your videos and seeing what works best. But definitely focus on those things of retention rate, longer form videos, also making sure that your titles and thumbnails are super engaging and really look appealing enough for people to click on, because that's essentially the entry point for your videos, and you want to make sure that people are at least clicking on your videos. Well, I hope you really enjoyed this video today, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, make sure you do, because I'll be posting a lot more videos like this one in future. If you like these video reports and a few more deep dives into analytics and things like that, definitely let me know in the comments section below, because I'd love to do more videos like this if you want me to. And also let me know if you're creating a YouTube channel this year, or if you've just started doing YouTube videos, because I'd love to hear it in the comments as well. But thank you so much as always for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.